Good morning, everyone. As I promised that we were going to get this thing started at around 10:15 Central Time. I did push it back a little bit because I was just getting off work at like 4:45 this morning. So I wanted to make sure I was ready and made it back to my home in time so I can get this thing started. So of course, we always got to start off our day with our nice sip of nice black coffee. No, it's actually not black coffee though. This is my New Orleans Chicory Blend. Very strong coffee. Not for the faint at heart. Not at all. But I did put a little creamer in this one. It's a caramel macchiato. It's a Starbucks creamer. Yeah, I know. Don't judge. I told you we love everybody. But that's the Starbucks blend that we got right there for the creamer. But the blend of coffee is Crack in the Cup New Orleans Chicory Blend. So this video segment is in honor of the Pie Guy. I'm not sure if you guys remember back in Chicago when I used to purchase this immaculate looking caramel cake. Yeah, I bought it from him. He makes one of the best caramel cakes I ever had. And he does more than just caramel cakes. He caters, he does all kinds of different pastries, pies, desserts. It's amazing. So I'm going to bring in Mr. Carlton. He is waiting in the backstage studio. That was his picture you guys saw up there on the screen where it showed the pie guy. So I'm going to bring him in without further ado because I really want y'all to meet this man and get to know a little bit more about him. And then we'll go into our daily conversation. So Carlton, there he is in full attire.
Welcome, Frank.
Oh, snaps. Look at that, y'all. Nice. Got
What's
the
good?
cafe up. That's dope.
Welcome to the house that Pie got built.
Yeah. So you guys, you like I said, you guys should know this guy. And if you don't, you want to know him and you definitely want to check them out. Amazing guy, freaking fantabulous food. I can't stress that enough. The food is freaking amazing. But I
Thank you, sir.
want you guys to be introduced to the pie guy, aka Carlton. You see his name at the bottom there. So could you just explain to us, how you got started with, the food industry and catering and whatnot?
Uh, it's completely by accident.
Some of the
Literally,
greatest things coming from accidents.
it started. I've been cooking all my life with my mom and my grandma, and I was hanging out, and my wife had bought a bean pie, and I said, "Oh, this tastes like a sweet potato pie." And then one of our family members bought a store bought pie. I throw it in the garbage and went and made a 4 batch portion of pies and made them in the middle of the day. By the end of the night, uh, family members was fighting over the last slice.
Oh wow.
And then my wife said, "We got to sell it." And at the time, we were had a booth at the swap meet selling Easter baskets. And I was like,
Oh
"Ain't
wow.
nobody gonna buy no pie at no swap meet from somebody that they don't know, unless we give them a free sample." So my pies and free samples went to the swap, and before I knew it, we was out of pie by 12 o'clock.
Got 12
And
o'clock. Oh
I
man,
didn't
let's
sell
go.
one Easter basket. And then it got so
But he sold
bad,
them
I kept
pies.
coming back, and I didn't give myself the name the pie guy. The people didn't know my name. They just knew I had pies. So when I would walk past the other vendors, they first dollars that they would make, they're like, as soon as I make a couple dollars, man, pie guy with the pie, can you bring me one of them pies? I'm like, all right. So yeah, as soon as I hit the swap meet, they were like, oh, pie guy here. The pie guy is here. And then my table would be surrounded by people. And it just got bigger and bigger and bigger.
Nice. And that's sometimes just how it happens so organically like that. You find your hidden niches and just something that you do every day and you don't think nothing of it. But to other people, it's like this amazing feat. Like that's amazing. Like you started out in a swap meet
Yep.
selling Easter baskets, and then wind up, someone tried them pies, and then you got a little market there for yourself. So that's amazing.
Yeah.
So I
Shit
know you
ain't got
guys.
nothing to do with me. It's all the good Lord. I ain't got nothing to do with it. You'd have told me I'd have been selling pies for a living. I promise you, I'd have just laughed at you. Rapper.
Dope, dope. I love that. Like that's just like something like out of a storybook. Like you don't really think this stuff really happens like that, but it really do. It just can just spontaneously take a life of its own, when you just doing something that you just naturally love to do.
Yep.
And I know you don't only do pies. Could you let them know like some of the other things that you actually do?
Okay. You got one responsibility in that kitchen, and that's to get the food right.
There we go.
I'm not claiming to be the best chef or the best nothing. Just don't tear the food up. So when it comes to making good food, that's my job.
Exactly.
I deliver deliciousness. That's what I do. I'm gonna make sure everything I cook is coming from a place of passion, from something I like to eat. I'm not gonna serve nothing that I wouldn't eat myself. I ain't gonna
Yes.
serve ugly food, and I'm gonna deliver that deliciousness. I promise you. So
Oh,
I do
absolutely.
all types. I do a lot of fusion. Everything I fuse a lot of cultures with soul food. I'll take Asian, Mexican, Italian, all of it. It's gonna get fused with some soul food because you got to put some soul in it.
And that is one of the great things about like the way you cook. Like you taste the passion in your food. Like I've gotten to be able to try some of your food other than the pastry items when you all were on 83rd or off of Cottage Grove rather. I
Yep,
think it was
yep,
93rd.
yep.
So yeah, so I got to experience you guys when you all had the restaurant over there,
Mm-hmm.
and we got hooked. So like that's what I mean. Like this man, like the food is so amazing. He don't have to toot his own horn because we're gonna toot it for him. The food is so amazing. Like we got hooked, and I'm telling y'all, I tried his fries. Now I'm a person who loves fries, and when I got hooked on the fries, I started trying other dishes that he had, and it was blown away each time. So
Yeah.
like that's why I'm telling y'all this is a dope individual to try out, check it out. They got catering. There you go. Y'all see it.
They was laughing when I said I'm gonna make you a fish taco. Now they line up around the corner to get one of these things here.
Yes. There we
Food.
go.
I do real food, and these are pictures of my food, not something I took out of a magazine. This is an actual photo shoot of my dishes. So pretty
Awesome.
much, there you go. And I do the cake, of course, but at the
Yep,
same
there it is,
time,
girl.
I'm not
That's
just
that
the caramel
cake.
cake dude. I make food.
See,
Every
now
time
I
I run
knew
up on
him
somebody,
as
they think I got cake in my pocket.
the I used to call him, the caramel cake man because that's how I remember him. I
Right.
never got to try the pies. I always came in with the cake. So of course I had bought one of his cakes for a family event that I hosted at the Bob Biz Center out there. And kid you not, everyone who tried that cake wanted to know how I made that cake. And I said, I can't take credit for this.
I remember that. I remember that.
Yes, yes. And I was just like, no, I'm not gonna take credit. I gotta give credit to the pie guy. This is his creation. But
Yeah, because you
everyone
had them
fell in love
pastries
with
up
that.
there at first, and I was like, man, what you doing with these pastries in here?
Yeah, yeah, because everybody he thought I was gonna eat the cake myself, but it was for my family event. So that was dope. I really did appreciate, that. And that made like everything come together from everything that we did that day. That cake like ended everything so nicely.
Thank you.
And not to toot my own horn, but that cake tastes good with the World Blend. Sorry, the World Tour Coffee Blend here at Crack in the Cup. Just
Absolutely.
FYI. So
Let
y'all
them
get
know.
that
Let them
caramel
know.
cake and grab you some of these beans. And then that's another great thing too. He also has beans. He does coffee as well. So that's like the best thing right now. Like you can get your coffee and your beans from them as well.
Yep.
So that's another fantastic thing. And like I told y'all, when I do my videos, it's not all about just cracking the cup. I like to, sponsor and speak to people who are, either my direct competition or indirect competition. Because I don't feel like, I have competition because, it's enough to go around.
That part.
But yes, I wanted to mention he has beans and coffee. So whenever you guys get a chance, check that out as well. You may discover a new flavor that you like. But then you come back to cracking a couple of other stuff.
That's right.
Sorry, but I needed coffee this morning.
Yeah, I know.
Because I came straight from work.
To you last night.
Yeah, I came straight from working an 11-hour shift, dropping off Chanel at work, and then I said, nope, I'm going to stay consistent with this video every week. So I said, I got to get on here today. So I did. But today it is a special day. So once I get 100 views and 100 shares, if y'all read that post on Facebook, I'm selecting 10 people to receive $10 on their Cash App or Venmo or whatever you have. Just as a special thanks for y'all for tuning in today. So y'all better hit that share button. Y'all better, get them views up.
I'm hitting mine.
We need to share this. Oh, yeah. So outside of just the food, is there anything else to Carlton that you would like to share with everyone so they can know? Because you guys are actually a serial entrepreneur. Y'all ain't just food.
No.
I know them, so that's why I can say this. They're not just food.
No. We have Rehab Divas with my wife and my other partner, Miss Yolanda and Miss Charlitha. We also rehab and build homes, and we can do a bathroom or a kitchen, design you something elegant that you would love to treat yourself to a spa day on a daily basis. We also have an insurance company, Fresh Start Insurance, where we can
I didn't know that.
Away for insurance at all times, and all policies are written by in-house by a licensed insurance agent, Miss Yolanda. And also we have Fresh Start Maintenance, where we do landscaping and whatever you need as far as you need some maintenance work done for your property, or snow removal, or lawn care. So it's just, jack of all trades. And
absolutely
blessed to be able to not be blessed, but also be a blessing to others by providing some jobs in our community and working with a lot of our youth and trying to get them paired up with experienced tradesmen so that they can get some skills under their belt, So
absolutely,
we do what we can to give back, and then basically that we in it for the love and the longevity of just spreading that black dollar and showing other people how to do it as well.
Absolutely. And see, guys, that's why I love this guy, his wife. They are like a power couple, and they out here, like he said, the jack of all trades. And yes, they have 2 businesses that compete directly with me, but that's okay because I actually helped them and they helped me. So, because you guys got the, I knew you guys had the maintenance company. I did not know you guys did insurance though. So, can you speak a little bit more about the insurance?
Say it again.
Can you speak a little bit more about the insurance? Like what type of insurance policies or?
Yeah, we have life, property, and basically Miss Yolanda will just take the client and customize whatever policy is necessary for their lives. And
nice.
Basically, we try our best to just pride ourselves on excellence and deliver a quality product to all customers in any arena that we can in at all. At any time you deal with us on a professional level, we're going to deliver excellence and give you our best foot forward.
Absolutely. And if y'all had their food, I'm telling y'all, if their food is as good as the other stuff, y'all in good hands.
You know my motto, man. Ain't no meat without eating, man. So this is how it goes. You gather your people, you feed them nice and smooth, and you deliver a quality product in the process.
There we go. And they keep that across the board with all their companies. That's the dope-tastic thing about this. And yes, dope-tastic is my word, so y'all stop stealing my shit.
That's right.
Y'all gotta stop. I created dope-tastic. But no. So this is amazing. So you guys get to see firsthand, some of the things that the pie guy that has to offer. He has a new cafe. Where's your cafe at right now?
I'm on 79th and Champlain, buddy.
Oh, nice! Right there in the Chatham
Right
area.
there in the same building as Rehab Divas.
There you go. Look at that. See, that was smart. You got their renovation company right next to their
Say
food
it
company.
again. There's no meeting without eating. We got tired of trying to go to lunch with everybody. I got to wash my hands real quick. We got tired of going to lunch and being unhappy with the product. And nothing like working all day, being hungry, and spending your hard-earned money, and still hungry and disappointed. We're not doing those. We're not doing those at all.
I totally understand and agree with that, because that is the same way I feel like a lot of times, because I'm so on the go lately, I've been, eating at the restaurants that shall not be named. But it sucks because here in Hawaii, you pay a lot more money for, the same stuff that you get in the mainland. So when I can't get restaurant quality food like you guys have to offer, it sucks because I'm not fulfilled, and you got to spend more money just to get that feeling of being filled. And when it's already like $10 for a single burger out here, it's just like, and it's not even filling you up. It's like, nah, I ain't messing with y'all.
Nope.
And I'm saying that, and I work at one of these restaurants that shall not be named.
That part.
But I mean, I feel like you really don't get fulfilled, and it sucks. And like, I really wish oh Lord, there go that caramel. See, I lost all train of thought when I saw that caramel.
I'm so sorry to do this to you.
Yeah, I mean, y'all just look at that. That's goodness on y'all screen right now.
I'm trying to tell you, I don't mean to do this like that, Tim.
And I mean, I've literally had people who do not care for caramel cake eat this cake. Like, they really enjoy this cake. And I'm telling y'all, it is the best thing since sliced bread. Like, y'all need to try that damn cake. Like, get it. Like, don't wait. Y'all see he making this stuff fresh right now just for y'all to come out there and grab y'all a slice.
This right there. This cake will be at Lexington Betty later on today. Over there. She's a good friend of mine, Lexington Betty Smokehouse. So y'all check her out. She do a barbecue almost as good as I do.
There we go. So, is there any other locations where they can get your product from? Because I know
you got what used to be Uncle Joe's on 87. It's now Caribbean Jerk Joint right there on 87th and Dan Ryan. And
nice.
You also got Soldiers at War next to Jerk Villa on 79th Street. And you
nice.
We got a few more spots. We just picked up Lighthouse over there in Hyde Park. So those cakes will be probably delivered between now and Tuesday. And then
wow.
Harold's. We're still working with Harold's. And,
okay. Yeah, I remember y'all was up in Harold's.
You know, the goal is to put this cake everywhere so that I can get some sleep.
So, now, have y'all thought about reaching out to Walmart or Target or Whole Foods? Yeah. Well, maybe not Whole Foods.
You know, those are your big box stores. So with that being said, they pay on net 30. You know, right. I'm on the grind. I want my money at the same time. So, I hear you. Me some money. But we're working on doing larger volumes for people. That's why we actually built this kitchen so that we can actually produce better and stronger and much faster.
Right.
The cake alone, not alone, the food is one thing, but the cake alone is taking on a whole nother personality.
Oh, yeah. I definitely agree with that. And I still got the connect for Rivera Finance. If y'all ever need to do net 30s and y'all don't want to wait 30 days.
I like that.
They will help finance those invoices for you.
Make sure you talk to them.
That's who I used to use.
Talk to my partners about that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because I mean, I want y'all to get every opportunity you can.
Me, I don't touch the money. I just bring it in.
I don't want no problems. You know who owns the money.
Man, please. But at the same time, and me, because I'll give the food away. I just want people to enjoy themselves. That's my motto. Enjoy yourself.
Right.
Food is fellowship, y'all. Let's sit around and have a conversation and enjoy this food right here, and then come up with some new ideas. You know,
Absolutely.
that's how I am. And how you doing out there? I'm over here freezing, by the way. Okay, you in Hawaii, you dirty rotten rascal. Give me some of that sunshine immediately.
Well, I would, but we've been in like so their winter here is still 80 degrees.
See,
But
see,
it's
no, I don't want to hear that. Our degrees is 8.
yeah. Yeah. That's why I don't really like to go live too much. You know, I ain't want to, boast with the sun and
Right, 'cause I
everything.
saw you walking along the beach and all this other stuff, and I'm like, you know what? You just all right.
Yeah, we still can get we still wearing shorts. I mean, like they literally wear shorts and bikinis all damn day long out here. Like that's all you see people
What a
wearing.
damn shame.
Such a hard life out here.
I don't want to hear that garbage. Man, are you talking about bikinis and beaches?
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there it is. There goes some snow, y'all. Y'all ain't
There it
seen
is,
snow.
right
There
there.
it is.
Right here. This is what we dealing with. I don't want to hear that. Put some sunshine in your pocket and bring it to me.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So whenever the sun comes up, I could have shared some sunlight with y'all, but it's still dark out here.
Oh,
It's pitch black out here and it's 6:33. And that's the one thing I always said about Hawaii. Like the darkness out here is a whole nother level of darkness. Like when it gets dark, like you can't see your hand in front of your face. Like it's just that dark.
wow. I thought I was dark. All right.
And it don't help that they street lights ain't bright to save their lives. Like I don't know what they was thinking with these street lights. They got like these low lights and shit. I'm like, nah, that ain't good. That ain't gonna do it. But it works for them because I guess they like to have that nature and that we can see the stars at night type of stuff going on. So
beautiful thing. I'm a little bit jealous.
That is truly.
I'm not hating, but I am a little jealous. I ain't gonna lie, a little bit.
Well, I'm still jealous because at least y'all got affordable rent. Like I've been applying for housing out here, and everywhere you go where they got affordable housing, it's just like, oh, for a 1-bedroom, it's only $26.50 a month. I said, for what? I said, for a 1-bedroom?
I like when people put only in front of some expensive shit.
Man.
Oh.
And that's for a grass hut.
You gotta try to act like nothing. Like, oh, okay, cool. What?
Man. It's so many people that live it's so many people that have so many people that live in their houses out here. It's so funny. I went to apply for a house that I seen on the Facebook market, and he marketed it for $500 a month. I said, okay, that must be a room for rent. And it was. Tell me why. Not only was this a room, this was a studio.
Mm.
He put a curtain or a sheet to divide the studio, and the beds was literally next to each other. And you got $500 a month to share that studio space. I said, hell to the no. I was like, I am not paying that for a damn studio. And I'm literally laying right next to you and just a sheet dividing us. Nope.
Man.
Can't do it. And I'm like, I got kids. What the hell they gonna see?
Comment on that. How about that? Because I can say a whole lot of ignorant ish on those, but not. Just not. I mean, Hawaii is a nice place to visit, but obviously now I see you really don't want to live there.
No, you don't want to live here unless you are definitely making. What did they say? Out here, they put on the news. In order for you to make it in Hawaii, you have to break about $90,000 a year in order to afford to just live out here in a 1-bedroom. If you make less than 90,000 and they get the threshold, I believe it was at 80,000, you're considered poverty in Hawaii. If you make $80,000 or less a year, that's the poverty line out here. I'm like, that's bananas.
And you know what cracks me up is the landscaping and the beautiful scenery. that was there before somebody stood up in front of it and threw up a hotel or a crib. That stuff was
Yep.
already free from the good Lord. So how you
Yep.
just gonna charge us to look at the God's creation? It cracks me up that actually occurs. Like word, I'm telling God on
You
you.
know?
Seriously.
And
Like,
that's the
dude,
crazy part. And that's the other part that sucks because they put these hotels up. So it kind of took away from that natural landscape that was once
right,
there once upon a time.
right.
And yeah, and now it's just like crazy. But I do remember at the beginning of the COVID-19,
Um,
when they put everybody on lockdown,
mm,
the Hawaii beaches was already beautiful. But when that lockdown happened and nobody can go to the beach, it's like I don't know what Mother Nature did, but she replenished the earth because them beaches looked so much more vibrant. Like we saw marine life coming back. The water was crystal clear. You could literally see to the bottom of the ocean floor in certain beaches, especially in the high touristy area, because it was nobody in the water. So they put this news report on there, like how the earth was like healing itself, and how without human intervention, the earth could, do better all by itself.
that part.
And I said, goddamn.
I
So
don't
we
know
the
why
problem,
us humans thought we was doing something in the first place when this stuff was already a perfect ecosystem.
right?
We messed it up. Get your butt out the way and let God do what he do, y'all. I'm trying to tell you.
I mean,
If you
like
want
that
to
was
make
like a
God
night and
mad,
day.
you tell him your plan.
Exactly.
For real.
That was freaking phenomenal when I seen that. And all you see is everybody was so anxious to get back in that water because it was so clean and so clear. Everybody just couldn't wait to go jump in that water. And then when they opened up the beaches, and then our cases start going up.
That
But
part.
they opened up the beaches and the water just got right back to that murky kind of look. Still looked
Ain't
nice,
nobody
but it had a
washing
little
their
murky.
tail. That's why you hopping your nasty butt in the
And,
doggone water and murking it up with your nasty butt. Get yourself together.
and that is so true. But another great thing about, or kind of like a great thing about Hawaii, was not so great, but we all know that there's a homeless issue across this nation and across the world in general. But out here, I didn't know it was really true that other states were shipping their homeless to Hawaii to get rid of their homeless problem, but they phrased it as saying that they had a much better chance of survival on the West Coast in Hawaii than they did anywhere else.
Well, think about it
So
here. If you homeless in Chicago, you about to freeze and die. So
exactly.
if you homeless in an 80-degree winter, then yeah, it's
Yeah.
bad, but it ain't that bad. You can crash on the beach. Like I'd rather be on the beach and homeless and chilling than laying up on one of these doggone streets, freezing my tail off and still hungry. I can go fishing in Hawaii and get me some food. I can do other. You got options basically, and it ain't freezing your butt. I want to ask you a
Absolutely.
question about your coffee, man. What is the dankest, most potent coffee? Because you said something the other day that this ain't for the faint of heart when you drink.
So
What was
that's the New Orleans Chicory blend. That's the one that I'm sipping on right now. And I said
it?
sipping because I'm a faint at heart type of person. So it's a little robust for me. But it's a good blend. It's definitely gonna give you that little pick me up, without giving you the shakes and the jitter.
Ooh,
But
we.
no matter what, don't drink too much caffeine regardless. And I'm saying that as a coffee, person and an
So you're a
owner.
coffee connoisseur. I'm not. I know food. I do have a bean coming out with my brand on it, but I will definitely ask you on your coffee connoisseur expertise as far as how to deal with these beans. Because
Oh
I
yeah,
would like to know how to treat them with respect, you know? And
right.
for your coffee drinkers, you don't mess with a coffee drinker. I don't even talk to my wife until she has her first cup. I'm telling you the truth. Anybody I know that mess with coffee like her, my brother Vaughn, my sister, it's a whole little clique of y'all out there that I'm not gonna even mess with until you get half that cup down and get yourself together. Because you mess with the wrong
Absolutely.
coffee drinker, and before they get that bean in them, you got yourself a situation. And
Oh, you definitely do.
you do, and that bean
And
is something else. So
and that's so true.
I'm not.
So
I'm
true.
not going. So I definitely. I respect your business, and I respect the cultural aspect that you add to the game with the crack in the cup, and I support 100%. And I definitely would love to gain some more knowledge. I'm not gonna act like I know everything at all. As far as I'm concerned, I don't know shit. Sorry, mom. I was not supposed to cuss today.
Oh no, you're
And
good on this
Mama said, no cursing your verse. So I'm like, all right.
one.
Knowing how I grew up though, but all right.
Absolutely. But
So
no, I definitely am definitely here to help people out. And if you don't know something and I can help you out, I'm definitely going to be there and help you guys out.
please
Because
and
for me,
thank
I
you,
like to collaborate with people because you never know, you
man.
know,
You never
where
know where
things are
that
going
gonna
to take
take
you.
us.
Exactly.
Pie got getting some of everything.
Exactly.
At the same time, it's all positive, all good love for everybody. I am just grateful, and I'll tell you this straight up. I know you called to interview me, and I appreciate that, man. You didn't have to. There's a lot of things you could have been doing with your life today, but the mere fact that you wanted to see what old pie guy was up to means the world to me. And I want the
Oh, yeah.
world to know one thing: that this gentleman right here is one of my favorite people on the planet, and I know him personally, so I know some of the personal struggles he has gone through. And I'm a strong person. I'm Sagittarius, damn near indestructible. At the same time, I have found myself when I need to think about certain pillars of strength, you're the person that comes to mind based on the things that I know about you personally that has
Oh,
pulled
wow.
through some adverse situations and with an absolute smile on your face, brother. And for that, you are a rock in this building. You hear me? And we love you. You understand?
Man, I
Thank you.
appreciate that.
You're an amazing father, amazing businessman, amazing individual, and I need everybody to know the true, pure, platinum heart of who you are. And
Oh,
I'm
man,
grateful
much
to have
appreciated.
met you in this lifetime. Thank you, brother.
Man, same feeling is mutual, man. I appreciate that. I mean, because sometimes, it definitely gets hard. But if I didn't have certain people that I get to look up to and, who kept me encouraged and not to give up, I mean, you and your wife, you don't even know, but y'all, I be following some of the things that y'all do. I be catching some of y'all words of encouragement. And I just look at certain things and then I think about my situation and I'm like, it's going to be okay.
That part.
So I get to put my smile back on my face and keep moving and not let stuff, take me down a peg. Because, like you said, it's a lot of things that we all are going through in life. And, I've had my share of things, but I know there's somebody out there that's going through something way worse than I am. And they are finding the strength to keep it moving.
That
So
part.
that's where I get my strength from as well, seeing how they was being able to do it. And I believe your wife has shared some a guy's profile with me who was an amputee when I first went through my amputation.
Mm-hmm.
Because that first month or two, I was not in a good place. I was in a totally dark space,
My
and she
heart and
shared
my
information.
soul was praying for you. I watched, I seen, I knew, and I know, and I just, yeah, your endurance, the fact that you went through what you went through, but when you talk and speak with you, the smile on your face is amazing.
Oh,
I there's no excuses for anybody else as far as I'm concerned, because I don't want to hear it. And you're one of the individuals that I admire that strength. The fact that when I saw you walking on the beach, I'm like, this dude, he has no clue how inspirational he is. Thank you for being who you are,
man,
bro. Thank you.
much
People need
appreciated.
to know those things because it's not just that. It's you're more than your brand, bro, and this is what it is. And I support and absolutely grateful for who you are, bro. Because that type of
Yeah.
strength comes from a whole nother place.
Oh yes, Yes, it does, and that's why I'm so grateful that I've had the people in my life because they definitely help me get over some hurdles. So I definitely
I'm to
appreciate that.
understand that, brother. So you're a Pie Guy personal hero. Yay. No capes.
Yeah, I know.
Only
No,
people who
I
know
can
know what that
reminisce.
means. No capes.
I can reminisce of the flavors and the taste.
That part. So you
Absolutely.
yeah, you're an inspiration to us all, brother, with your strength and your perseverance, and we're grateful to have you in our lives. Thank you, brother.
Yes, definitely appreciate it.
So where can
But
we
I'm not
find
gonna
Cracking the
hold
Cup
y'all.
out here?
Come out there.
Hmm.
Well, my plans, it was supposed to be in the summertime, but unfortunately, my store out here for the Wendy's, they pushed my opening back till May. So that screwed my plans up for June.
Not
Because
really.
my
It gave you
kid,
chance to make sure and fine tune. That's all.
yeah, and that's all
That's
I'm gonna
all.
do.
Because here's what happens. When I thought something in this business, I thought I was ready for something, and I had a pushback or I had a setback, I found out that it was for a reason to make that situation that much better.
True.
So that's the universe making sure you good with what you about to do. So take that
Absolutely.
time and fine tune for real.
And I totally agree with that. Totally agree with that.
I learned that
Especially,
a long time ago because I thought I was ready for a lot. Like, give it to me, yeah, now. Wait, what?
yes.
And then I found out had not gone through certain things that I wouldn't be ready for what was approaching. So sometimes you need to go through some stuff so you be ready for something else.
Right.
That part.
Absolutely.
I,
That's all the parts right there. And that's so true because when COVID happened, I actually just started positioning myself to start going to the swap meet for cracking the cup, as well as that
bring
was
it
so
on
funny
back.
because I was gonna go to the swap meet,
All right.
but then COVID happened and they shut it down, so we couldn't do the swap
Oops.
meet. And it was actually right after I got out of the hospital, I decided I was going to do the swap meet thing. But while I was in the hospital, I took my business online and I started to just sell our, coffee and tea blends online. That
Mm.
way, people who, still like to support Cracking the Cup, they can, at least get the coffee blends and the tea blends from us and still, support us in that fashion. Even though I know a lot of the other folks, they want me to come out there because they want those lattes, they want the mochas, they want the cappuccinos. So I got to give them what they want pretty soon, or they gonna abandon me altogether. But
Don't play. But
no,
look,
I'm just
look
kidding.
where it
They gonna
took you
come.
though. You ended up in Hawaii, bro. Tell
I know,
me,
totally random.
tell me that you come up. I ain't gonna. you don't have to, but what? I know you got a certain Hawaiian influence into one of them cups of that crack. I promise you, I know. But don't
So
tell
I'm actually
everybody. Just
getting a
tell
little
me.
bit of traction out here with Cracking the Cup because so many people are loving the name out here. Like I don't know, some of them a little questionable why they
That
love the
part.
name, but I'm okay with that. But they are loving the name. I had a couple sales already. I got my doctors, and yeah, I sold coffee to my doctors too.
As
The
you
people who
should.
cut my leg
Look,
off, I
they
sold
they
them
put
coffee.
medicine in you. It's an even exchange, brother.
Exactly. That's what
Let's
my
go.
mindset
I'm
was.
gonna trust your prescription. You gonna take this subscription. Let's go.
Exactly. It is so funny because like everyone who I come into contact, they all want to know why Cracking the Cup, why that name for your coffee shop. What are you putting in your coffee that other people ain't? I'm like, we're not Coca-Cola. We're not putting Coke in there, so you ain't got to worry about that. No, I'm just kidding. We're not putting Coke in our
That part.
product.
No, I got accused of putting crack on the cake, so I get it.
So, if people would just go to the website, I got that description of, the name of Cracking the Cup, how it came about. And like I said, when I came up with Cracking the Cup, the name, this was back in 2007. when I came up with the concept of wanting to go into business for myself
Mm.
in the coffee industry. Like I fell into the coffee industry like you by accident.
Right.
I was working at the New York Hotel in Vegas. My supervisor, she was also a manager for a coffee shop called Seattle's Best Coffee, and she needed some help. Now I never drunk coffee a day in my life up until that point.
Mm.
Didn't really care for coffee at all. Didn't even know, what the shit tastes like. But I told her, okay, yeah, I'll come help you out. I can always use some little extra money or whatever.
That's the
And I
hustle in
kid
you.
you not, it's just like when you was on the semi-automatic machines and you get to steam the milk and froth it up. It was just like a stress reliever just kept coming off my shoulders every time I, hit that steam one, and that steam came blasting out, and it's frothing up that milk. It just felt like a euphoric moment for me, and I just knew like that felt right. And I was only making $7.25 an hour. I quit my job at the hotel to go work at the coffee shop full time. I preferred the coffee shop being paid less. I preferred that over what I was getting paid at the roller coaster, and I worked off commission, making about $1,400 a
Because
week.
you was doing so you found the passion in it. That's why.
I did, and I never would have thought it would have been coffee of all things,
You'll
coffee
never
and
know
tea.
what it is until you catch that feeling. If you can't feel it,
Yes,
you can't heal it. Once you feel it, you gonna understand. It's gonna be a recognized situation where you like, oh, me, I love to cook. The crazy part was I don't like nobody eating off my plate and taking my food though.
I
And every
hear
time I
you.
would cook food and go to sit down with my plate after make sure everybody, because I'll make sure everybody else is good and they eat. Then I'm gonna make my food. But then when I sit down with mine, everybody wants some of it.
Yep,
Like, what's that? This is my no. So then now you get to buy it from me. Cause
absolutely.
I like good grief. This was for me. Like food and me have a whole personal, erotic, intimate relationship. I love my food. And I don't like sharing. So I'll make enough so you can eat enough of yours so you can leave mine alone. When I first
Exactly.
started dating, I was like, look, eat as much as you can, and whatever you don't, I'll take care of it. But at the same time, and all I can tell you is when you're doing something you love and it ain't work,
That's true.
that's just what it is. I'm actually able and blessed to do something I love. Now I just need to spread the love.
Exactly.
That part. So here's what it is, bro. Man, it's good to see you.
Oh
Man,
yeah.
I wish I was over there getting some of that 80-degree weather though. I'm still gonna hate on you on the low. Every time I step in this
And it's
snow, man,
funny
I'm mad.
because I'm hating on y'all because I want the snow. Like I still feel like I'm
You
in
can
20.
have this garbage.
I mean, I feel like I haven't gotten out of 2018 yet because winter hasn't came. I haven't seen no snow in 2 winters now,
I'm gonna
and I'm just.
pretend to feel bad for you for about 30 seconds. You
Oh
right
yeah,
near the
I know,
beach.
right?
I don't.
No matter how you dice it, this one is
Oh
just like.
man, please. You went to the beach with shorts on. We go out with shorts right now, we gonna die.
And it's funny because I was actually going to go film. I was going to do this show from the beach,
Now see,
and
that
then I
just would
said,
just piss me off all
"Nah."
the way. Nope, nope.
I said, "No, I better not do that right now because they got the winter right now." So
You making everybody mad just talking about it.
don't need no
Please.
inbox death threats.
That part. Like, man, get your sunshiny ass out of here in them shorts. What the hell going on? No, because
Absolutely.
actually, I am grateful that you don't need that winter right now. So you right where you need to be.
Yeah.
You don't need that winter right now. So you right where you're supposed to be, and that's what's up. But if I
Yeah.
ever come there, sure am. I want you to take me to the poke restaurant. And
Oh yeah.
I want all the freshness and the goodness to come to all that good fresh water.
And they got an abundance of those. Like
I
they got that
know.
everywhere.
I know exactly where I'm going. I got a chef homeboy out there. I'm gonna run up on his butt. But yeah, y'all, man, please. Have they called you a Halle yet?
No,
Dang. I mean,
no,
you
I
ain't
don't
from
get called a
there.
Halle. I get called a mainlander, and
Yeah, that part. Because you know there's Halles and mainlanders.
oh, that's what they call the white ones. They call white
Yes.
people Howleys, and I didn't know that's what they were
Oh,
saying when they
yeah.
were saying
See, I
Howley.
know some stuff. See, I know some shit. I'm well traveled.
And
I just
yeah,
ain't been there.
and it be some aggressive Hawaiians out here with these
Good. Look, if you
Howley.
don't know, it's like that.
Yeah, I didn't know it was
Don't
like
let the
that, but yeah,
smooth
it's
taste
like
fool you,
that.
brother. It's like that.
Oh yeah.
And they serious with theirs. So, all right.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But the
Man.
great thing about it is, like, I guess I got to go to, it's an area called Waianae, and that's, I guess, where like a lot of the native Hawaiians are living at. Like right now, they all got pushed to the west side of the island.
Mm.
So of course, that's like the equivalent to the south side and the west side for us in Chicago.
Mm.
And I'm saying for people like us with the skin tone of
Say,
this
look,
melanated.
I know what us look like.
Yeah, I gotta explain that to the viewers who don't know what us
For those
mean.
that don't know, that's that
Because
melanin.
it's a difference, and it's crazy because you see the native Hawaiians all being pushed off of where they originally came from,
Mm.
pushed onto the other side of the island, and then the crazier part is like they developed that area and it's starting to look a little nice over there, and now the developers are going over there trying to buy up that property and push these people even further into the valleys and the mountains. I'm like, well, goddamn, gentrification everywhere.
That yeah. If we was on
Yep.
Mars, it happened there. So you know. But I back to your coffee and your blends. I'm very interested in that one you sipping on. 'Cause I don't drink a lot of coffee, but since you said it was dangerous, I'm Sagittarius. I gotta try it.
Right.
And you gotta send me your address so I can send you some cake
Oh yes.
and let me know
And
how it travels.
oh
That
yes, definitely. I did the same thing with cooking with curves, her
mm,
cookies. I had her ship me some of those up here. Those went very well. So I'm like knowing once I get that cake and I put it in one person's hand, you're gonna have orders coming all off this damn island.
Lord have mercy.
Especially the connects I have with the military out here.
Oh,
And that's the funniest thing ever.
and I'm
Everybody thinks I'm
ex-military, so
military.
I'm down.
And that's
So,
funny because I'm not military, but they all assume I'm military, so I have no problem getting on a military base. They
oh,
all
okay.
just let me, how you doing, sir? And I'm like, okay.
All right. Hey, look, I got some samples coming your way then. Here's the
Okay.
thing, though. You're going to have a situation after that.
What's the situation?
They're going to want some more. All my food tastes like some more.
Well,
Every time you
that's a
eat it,
good
you want some
situation
more.
to have
I
because
promise
I
you.
can deal with that.
You say that now.
Oh, I can deal with that. I will find a way to make sure we got a steady flow of that cake coming to these islands.
You need to find a
Because I
cake.
just know once we get some people trying that, they going to want that product in their stores or in their house.
Say
Point blank with a
less.
period. They want it.
But then the pie
And
guy
especially
come
because
into
I
a mouth
know,
near you then, buddy. Let's go.
oh yeah, and then with Chanel, because Chanel had brought it up last week, she was talking about your cake, and she was saying how a couple of her coworkers was talking about how they want caramel cake,
Mm.
but they don't sell caramel cake in Hawaii, and I don't know why. And I'm like, that's cool.
That's
Don't
fine.
let me bring it in.
You about to come off like the mob.
Exactly.
I didn't
I
you know
will put
Brown
some of that
say
in
that
my
in
store.
Jack City? Brother, we gonna come off like the mob.
Yep.
Yeah, he said, dang, that crack. So that crack in the cup coming in with that caramel cake and the coffee.
Absolutely. I mean, I would literally put that stuff on display at Wendy's, and we would be selling your cakes in that Wendy's, just so I can make sure I get my sales.
Look, that little red-headed heifer gonna have a ball with that cake.
she gonna blow up. She ain't gonna look skinny no more on that
I'm trying to tell
logo.
you. I'm trying to tell you. Because the Wendy gonna get something from the Windy City. Here we go.
Oh, absolutely. Well, it looks like I'm starting to have technical difficulties with my leg right now.
Okay, brother.
It's not staying on. So it must be time for me to take this leg off.
Okay. Some
But
assembling
it
is
was definitely
required.
great speaking with you. And I definitely got to bring you back on here and have another conversation. But I'll be calling you anyway, so we can talk about that cake. And
Oh
no,
yeah, you already
people,
know how
I'm
to
not going
find
to
me.
eat
I
it.
know how to find. So
I'm just like Nino Brown. You don't get high off your own supply. So I ain't gonna eat the cake.
So let
Oh,
you know what it is, and I ain't hard to find. So with that being said, let's just move around. So I'm gonna get back to what I was doing. Yeah, and
okay, sounds good.
I appreciate the audience and the time. And I'll say this here: come get it while the getting is good. Some of the best
Absolutely.
on cake in your neighborhood.
All right, well, I'll let y'all go. And thank y'all again for tuning in. Make sure y'all share the video. And I can't wait to see y'all next week. Y'all have a good one.
You be
Peace.
blessed, brother.
See ya. I always forget how to do this. All right.